Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another videos, another paid request. It's time for James. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for the album Load from Metallica. It's their 6th album from 1996. And this is when a lot of hardcore fans of Metallica really started to not like the band stuff. Starting with the Black Album forward, they're like, oh, well, they're less of the thrash metal and they're trying to be a bit more different, maybe a bit more grunge, a bit more a variety. I actually really appreciate that. And it's funny, I remember saying I like Metallica, and I always kept thinking of the Black Album, Enter Sandman, The Unforgiven, things of that nature. But it's been a long time since I've listened to a full Metallica album. This was really good. This is easily one of my favorite albums of Metallica. I think it's incredibly underrated. I'm like, this was hated? Really? This was hated? There's so many songs I'm like, oh, that was on this album, and that was on this album, and yeah, that was on this album? Wow. I'd probably say this and the Black Album are my favorite Metallica albums. I really do believe that. I'm like, this was hated? I don't think it deserved it at all. The way James Hetfield really got the power, the emotion of his vocal cords through a lot of these songs, how a lot of them have their own unique feel, unique sound. It didn't all just sound like the same thrash over and over and over again. And would I say I loved every single song? No, but a lot of it was really nice to listen to hear that variety. The first song, and I'm so bad reviewing albums and trying to remember each song, like the way the tune goes. Down on the sun, down in no fun. It's very catchy, has a little bit of a Motorhead flavor to it. Ain't my fall, ain't my call. And maybe if I do it this way, 1 second. Because this way, like, I have the computer here, and a lot of times I'll listen to songs and then, oh, I really enjoyed it. Oh, now I need to listen again just to hear the beat again. But yeah, I do remember it has like a bit of a Motorhead flavor to it. Yeah. Oh, down in the sun, down in no fun, down and out where the hell you been? It ain't my fault, it ain't my call. Like, yeah, it had a catchy, almost like southern rock, but a little bit of Motorhead flavor to it. I thought, okay, that was a nice change of pace for Metallica. I thought that was a good way to open the album. You know, 2x4 was alright, had a bit more of a blues flavor. I wouldn't say that's my favorite sound from Metallica. Really solid drumming on that for 2x4. The House That Jack Built, I know I've heard that song before. Very, very solid, very head bopping. At times has a little Alice in Chains flavor to it. Open door, so I walk inside. Boom, 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 boom. Close my eyes, find my place too high. Boom, 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 boom. And I shake as I take it in. Boom, 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 boom. Let the show begin. Just a wonderful beat. Felt like a much more of a darker song. Very solid. Definitely one of my favorites of the album. My favorite, I would say, is Until It Sleeps. This is definitely a song I remember hearing a lot back in the day. And just so I can get the beat fresh in my mind, because I'm again bad with that. Doom, doom, boom, doom, doom. Okay. So tear me open, but beware. There's things inside without a tear, and the dirt still stains me. So wash me until I'm clean. It drips, so hold me. Boom, ding, ding, boom, dong, dong, ding, 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 ding. It would go some nice little soft moments, but then really punch in with the hard rock. And don't get me wrong, I love when they do the heavy guitar solos. I listen to some Megadeth. It's like the entire song is a guitar solo. I do appreciate that. But let's say I felt a bit more of, okay, they, especially James Hetfield, had a lot more to say about his alcoholism, his demons within, and him trying to overcome that. And it just felt like a bit more emotion throughout these songs, like Until It Sleeps or Hero of the Day. Teen Nothing, that's another solid one, really good bass. Where's your crown, Teen Nothing? Then all crashes down, and you break your crown. But it did do, but do, but it did do, but it did do. Like, had this really nice beats that can really rise up. Because if you're just da 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 da, like all this and consistent, I think that's why, while I don't mind it, you're in this kind of one consistent, heavy, fast thrash guitar play that I wouldn't say it gets tedious, I wouldn't say it gets boring, but just you're on this same wavelength. I like that this more of a roller coaster. It has little lows and valleys, and then it really ratchets up to crank out the bass or the guitar or the hard rock sounds. And Hero of the Day, I would say Until It Sleeps is my favorite song, then Hero of the Day is my second favorite. Then I'd probably say then The House That Jack Built, Teen Nothing. I would say those are my top four favorite songs, although I do like the first one. But Hero of the Day, much more of a softer rock, loved it. But it goes soft too heavy. And I know some people didn't like it because they felt that, well, Metallica sold out. Well, Metallica. I mean, is there a lot of times where we say that we want try to do different things? They may fail, but I thought this was much more refreshing. And like Hero of the Day, if just the softer guitar and the drums, it just felt much more emotion throughout the song. Still the window burns the day. Still the window burns, time so slowly turns. Someone there is sighing, but it da 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 da. And it just, I can really feel the emotion pouring through the instruments and the vocals and songs like that. And in the halfway through the song, it still gives it that heavy rock thrash that you still come to for Metallica, but they have a little bit more meat to the bones, at least for me, which I appreciate. And Bleeding Me, I thought that was another one I liked, dealing with James Hetfield's alcoholism. Starts slow, but I say you really feel the emotional impact on that one too. Can't stop to save my soul, but I take the leash that's leading me. But I still think there's some really good rhythms to this. Like the first seven, except maybe 2x4, but 6 out of the first 7 songs I thought were really solid. Some of them I think weren't some of their best, like Until It Sleeps or Hero of the Day. Now Tear, Ronnie, they were there. Poor Twisted Me, one of my lesser faves. That one and 2x4. Again, it's more when they try to do more of the bluesy feel to it. I'm not biggest fan of. Mama Said was interesting. It tries to be a little bit of like a country western, soft a bit. And I think that was more about James Hetfield's mom passing away. Need Your Arms to Welcome Me. But Cold Stone's All I See. That definitely hits hard. And The Throne Within had a nice harder rock feel to it. But yeah, the fact that this album got so hated and so criticized, and I'm sitting there going, I absolutely and wholeheartedly disagree with that. Again, I appreciate the variety. I felt a bit more of a emotion throughout a lot of these songs, which I appreciate even more so. And again, I would say this and the Black Album are easily my 2 favorite Metallica albums. Criminally underrated, didn't deserve the crap it got, and it was nice to listen to this again. So, thanks once again, James. Didn't deserve the hate. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.